man is above the law and no man is below it. Well said by someone. Hello everyone, welcome to the channel North Star Continuous Knowledge Excellence. My name is Karuna Singh. Today, we have a very special guest with us who is an assistant professor in the Department of Law in Aligarh Muslim University, Malappuram Center, Kerala, India. Please welcome Dr. Naseema PK. Welcome, Dr. Naseema.
Thank you.
Well, my very first question is, how can law schools and legal organizations promote innovation and creativity in the legal profession?
Okay, good question. As we all know, law is not a dry subject. It is a very organic and lively subject whose platform to work is the society. So any institution, may be a law firm or law education institutions, they have to make the link between the law and the society very active. For example, by taking the students outside the calmness of the classroom and to see the struggles in the society. For example, when we are teaching family law, they should be given internship to see what is happening on family law matters in a court of law, as well as it in the family households. So for that, we have to link this type of it is not extracurricular activities. We should not name it in that way. It can be internships or field visits that the students should be able to get these issues exposed, and they should know mediation skills as well, how to resolve, because arbitration, mediation, etc. is booming nowadays. So we should give platforms for the students to work on these type of newly developed areas as well.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, what strategies do you use to keep up with developments in the field of law and ensure that your knowledge remains current and relevant?
Strategies that I used to use to develop myself, right? That's a question.
Yes.
A good teacher should always be a good student. This is the summary of my answer. And in order to be a good student, I used to refer the latest case laws, because law is a very changing subject. You cannot teach the students on the basis of a decision of the Supreme Court months before or years before. So that I should be, as a good teacher, I should be updated through the judgments of the courts in India. And then many academicians used to share the updated knowledge in the form of their articles. So there should be a reference to reading the articles of the learned professors in the field. And one more thing, the latest edition of the books, basic books that we use, that also a teacher should have.
Okay. So what are some of the ethical challenges that lawyers and legal professionals face, and how can they navigate these challenges effectively?
I think one of the biggest ethical challenges that our students are facing is that we are telling them that this is a professional course. And of course, Constitution of India gift them a right to profession, and the profession should enable them to live in a better standard way. Then it not as per Article 21 also we know right to life is not a right to mere animal life. It is a decent life. But whether our newly coming out law graduates are able to lead a life, whether there is financial security for them through the profession, that's a doubtful matter. So whatever we are promising in the classroom, that I don't think that we are able to prove it in our daily life. And the second thing, I think for example, when we teach professional ethics and all, we used to teach them that lawyer ka fee should be recorded, it should be given receipt, etc. in the classrooms. But outside the practice may not be the same thing. So there is a gap sometimes, and it is not possible also in many cases. The clients may be of different types. So lawyer has to handle them in their own way. So we cannot find the fault on the lawyers as well. And another important aspect what I'm feeling is the power of law to change the society is again and again decreasing nowadays. For example, we used to teach them the more number of laws you are having, the more cultured you are. But I do differ from such a generalized statement by taking an example. Take 2005 DV Act. In the DV Act, actually the Parliament of India is stepped down to the households in India to manage the households. And they are sitting there to regulate the family relationships, which earlier were controlled by the spouses themselves. So I think when people are getting more educated, we are having more laws. It in a reverse way, it shows that we are not able to manage our small households even. We are not growing as per the technology and the legal standard as we are expected to be. We are not reaching that level.
Fine. So, what role do interdisciplinary collaborations play in the field of law?
I think law itself needs this approach. Law cannot exist as a separate discipline apart from sociology, political science, or whatever may be the subject. I think it is the subject of law only have this much interdisciplinary links. So any collaboration that may promote interdisciplinary approach is a boosting step for the growth of law. Because a lawyer is expected to be an expert in medical law as medical field as well. He should know the technological development, so he cannot turn his back against the other subjects saying that I have not learned it.
Yes.
So considering this aspect, any step to collaborate with other subject, other discipline is giving inner strength for the subject of law.
Okay, then how can legal professionals work with experts in other fields to address complex legal issues?
It can be done very efficiently. So, for example, in forensic science, the police surgeon may be operating, may be doing the postmortem, and she or he may not be knowing the implications of the notes that they are writing. So, if there is a legal expert along with deputed in this type of matters, I think the report will be foolproof. There will not be any lacuna by which the accused person can escape the touch of law. And if you do like this, the society will be more peaceful. Administration of justice will be more excellently done with this cooperation between legal persons and the other technical experts. Even for example, it need not be a forensic surgeon. We can start this collaboration with the other experts even from schooling onwards. We know the Constitution of India is of paramount importance for us, and a student by the finishing of his 10th standard, my suggestion is that we all should understand the Constitution, because without that we cannot exist as a good citizen of India. So if a legal expert is invited to the school or the college, arts college as the case may be, and we are instilling the students, we are motivating the students to understand and accommodate and practice the constitutional provision and the spirit. Actually, what is going to happen? We are going to make a new India, an India which understand the value of its constitution, and the society will be more egalitarian in that way. So tying up of a legal expert in any field, may it be in an operation theatre, may it be a small school classroom, it will bring tremendous changes for the society. This is my opinion.
Absolutely, absolutely. Okay, how can legal professionals balance the need to uphold the law with the importance of advocating for social change and progressive values?
I think law is the strongest instrument for social change. Though whether we are utilizing law in its extreme capacity is doubtful. But compared to all other tools and subjects, I think law is most superb and useful in bringing the social change. It is very much evident. See, there was a society where there was untouchability. We cannot share a public seat. From that type of society, we have traveled to a society where we are enjoying these fundamental rights of Article 14, 19, 21, etc. So it shows that a single document of the Constitution of India, though there are many aberrations in our country, even now a little bit problems are going on, but we have to be optimistic and we have to appreciate the changes. From a very dark age, we have at least came to a stage where we can enjoy our rights in a basic form. We have to grow again, that I agree. So this example itself proves that law can make a big social change. In order to do it, I think law is even now a subject, or it is in the cup of an elite group even now. There are thousands of crores of people in the streets of India who do not know their rights and provisions. So if we want to bring a social change, just like what Gandhi has done earlier, he popularized Congress. He took Congress from the elite houses for the mass, for the villages. Like that, we have to develop a strategy wherein law should be translated in the mother tongue, because communication of idea, absorption of idea, and practice of ideas will be more excellently done if the communication is done in mother tongue. So translation of important laws at least to the regional languages and spreading the awareness of law in their own language to the people. It will, I think, bring a social change which is which is very peaceful. Otherwise, it is very disturbing to make them obey the law. The examples are so many. For example, Dowry Prohibition Act 1961. Everybody knows that dowry is prohibited, but still it continues. It's like a dead letter, which cannot bring any social change. So I think not only the popularization of law, but also people should be equipped to grow with the law. When our legislators are thinking about one higher social norm in the parliament, and it is codified into a enactment or a statute, then our people should also be developed or grown into such a state that they are able to receive it. Means approach should be changed. Social approach should be changed, and for that we need an interdisciplinary approach of our sociologists and all. Why people are not accepting the norm? Why people are considering girl child as a burden now? So approach based change we need. Then use law in mother tongue. Make it popularized so that we can expect a more working society which has which is ready to accept laws into their daily life.
Yes, yes. Okay, last but not the least, a message which you want to give to the students who are pursuing law.
Since you are law students, don't be low. First law, LAW, the last word, LOW. Law in the sense, boost up your self-esteem. When you wear the cotton gown, you should remember that you belongs to an exclusive family who, as per Advocates Act, has been designated as the only class of people who can speak for others. So since you are the only class of professionals who can speak for others, what you speak also matters. Speak for the society, speak for the justice, speak for the self also. Because a self-esteemed person only can defend other persons. This is my message.
Absolutely, ma'am. Absolutely. Well said. Well said. So thank you very much for this wonderful interaction, and thank you for your time. So over here, I would like to tell you about one of our products, that is APID, which stands for Academic Profile Identity. It is an innovative academic network for the researchers, scholars, students, academicians. So you can explore APID by just visiting apid.journalslibrary.com. So yes, and further, just subscribe to the channel North Star and hit the bell icon to never miss an update. Thank you so much.
For more updates, subscribe to our channel, click the links shown on the screen to stay connected.